Dick Ericsson is running for Madison City Commission. The other candidates are Scott Delzer and Roger Huseman. There are 2 seats up for election. You can compare their responses at amazingmadison.com. Dick, there's a lot of talk about how fast electric rates in the city have gone up compared to other service providers in the area. Is it time for the city to maybe consider getting out of the electric service business?
Well, that's an interesting question. I've been the utilities commissioner for the last 2 terms. I was the finance commissioner before that. Dan Bowl was the electric commissioner before that. I don't know that would be really a worthwhile thing for us to do. I think actually people need to understand that what has really caused us problems is the fact that we have to buy our power. We get it from WAPA and from Heartland, 2 good providers. Unfortunately, WAPA power, the dam power, has been very good for a long time, but because of droughts a few years back, WAPA had to go out and buy power in the open market, which then increased their cost, and then we had to pay those costs. Our electric rates, I'm very familiar with, have gone up, and they are going up 8.5% this year. But we compare our electric rates with other comparable cities, and trying to compare apples to apples as best we can. And we're right in the middle. We're right in the middle. So I think I'm glad that we've had the water we've had. I don't want any flooding, but the fact that the dams are full again, the reservoirs are full, their generation of power from WAPA will be better, and Heartland's has been very dependable. So I think we're going to be okay, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to back off on such severe rate increases. I want people to understand that the electric department per se has not been spending money lavishly or foolishly. It's been the cost primarily of the raw power that we've been buying.
Okay. What projects would you say should be the top priorities for the city of Madison?
I guess right there I would really like to thank some prior commissioners that had the foresight of our second penny sales tax. Many cities that have second penny sales tax just put that money in the general fund, but Madison has been putting its money into a second penny sales tax fund, which we have used for infrastructure projects. And so I guess what I would say is that we need to focus on our infrastructure. We have a very aged infrastructure as far as water lines in the city. Some of them have been in place for 100 years. And sewer is the same way, and we're undertaking that in a very systematic approach. This year we're going to do from Washington Avenue to Division. That's a big project, and we're going to be doing Center Street in the future and other street projects. So I think right now I would like to see us just concentrate on getting our infrastructure up to speed and take care of that, because it's been very aged, and I think that's what we need to do right now.
Okay. And final question, where do you see potential revenue sources to fix some of our roads and our water mains?
Well, that's I think everybody's looking for that, but nobody wants to pay for those extra revenues. So it's interesting. We have some opportunities that we're looking at right now in the industrial development area that could be very advantageous to the city. There's some projects in the works that, if they come to fruition, could provide some additional revenues for us. So I'm a big believer in industrial development. I think we have to go at a reasonable pace to do that. But I think by getting people coming to Madison, we lost a little bit in the last census. We've been kind of holding our own. We did lose a few people, and some people approach me and say, well, Madison hasn't been growing. Well, my answer to that is that if we weren't doing as much as we're doing, we'd be going backwards a lot faster. So I think that if we keep Madison a positive place, and it has many positive features, and continue with our work and strong industrial development, that's going to help the community grow economically, and then the city, I think, will also prosper.
Thanks to candidate Dick Ericsson. Hear more from all the candidates April 5th at the Madison Chamber of Commerce.